Okay. Random achievement. Well, let's play some Cthulhu. I'm not really privy to the Cthulhu mythos or any other H.P. Lovecraft stuff, but let's try this for this year. I have played a bit of the game, but not that much. Alright, so it's 1924. I don't think the Great Depression has hit yet. I'm not too privy on that detail. And that was 27. So fresh off Blair Witch, we're onto this. One thing I do know is that the voice actor, this character, was in Vampire that I played last year, and he was also in Alien Isolation as Samuels, the synthetic. If I am mad, it is mercy. May the gods pity the man who in his callousness remains sane to the hideous end. H.P. Lovecraft. That's a lot of fish. Bolt cutters. We have received the bolt cutters.
In my wake, pulled along, fate inescapably draws you on. What a putrid offering.
What is that?
Don't fight. You have been chosen.
Yeah, I'm chosen to get out of here.
Behold. Everything has already been written. But perhaps you will attempt to change your destiny.
Someone got spooked.
I hate whiskey.
Then why drink it?
been a while since I jotted down something other than my nightmares. Married woman runs off with her girlfriend. The husband couldn't understand it.
Well, that time, this decade.
A good old story of blackmail in a speakeasy. Natural sciences, linguistics, archaeology. I should get rid of all this stuff. I wonder why I still take these things. Been too long since I've slept in a bed. The Lost Battalion. Holding your position and obeying orders. That isn't... I used to be an avid reader.
Till I took an arrow to
The
win.
Wentworth Agency doesn't attract top-notch cases. I have business here to attend to.
There we go.
I'm listening.
Are you Edward Pierce, private investigator contracted by the Wentworth Detective Agency?
That's correct.
Hello, Mr. Pierce. I'm Lucy Sherrifield, in charge of investigators over at Wentworth. I'm calling because of a problem with your file. A fire has destroyed some of our documents.
Is that right?
I'm so very sorry, but I have to collect your personal information yet again.
Okay. We'll go with that.
Thank you for this information, Mr. Pierce. Our files will soon be up to date. And on a related matter, may I raise a sensitive question?
What's wrong?
As you know, we wish to closely monitor the progress of our contractors. And it would seem you've been accepting fewer new cases.
Work is scarce.
Mr. Pierce, you know as well as I do, there's never been more investigative work than now.
But are those cases worth it?
They're worth not losing your license. Show yourself worthy of the Wentworth Detective Agency, and we might keep you on the payroll. Mr. Pierce, you two...
I'm coming.
Sir, I came here on the advice of a person whom I hold in high esteem, and I must say that I expected anything but a drunkard's lair.
You're free to leave anytime, sir.
Do you know to whom you speak?
Stephen Webster, industrialist and art collector. All of Boston knows you.
Tell me, Mr. Pierce, are you capable of handling a new case, or are you simply a deadbeat inebriate?
If you come to me, it means you're desperate.
Nobody believes me. They take me for an old fool. Sarah, my little girl, she is dead. Even you must know of her. She was Sarah Hawkins.
The painter? Yes, everyone knows her work.
The police accuse her of killing her family. They all died in a fire. Sarah, her husband, and Simon, my grandson.
I can't do anything for a woman who is already dead.
Find out the truth. They say she was mad, but I know that's a lie. She would never have done such a thing.
But if you have no proof...
I've brought all that I have. Look. I want you to look carefully at this painting.
That painting is obviously evil.
What am I supposed to find?
Tell me if this is the work of madness. Or if, on the contrary, you manage to detect some logic, a rationality to follow so that I may understand it.
Is that all you want from me?
Yes, please.
All right. I'll look at your picture. That's all you've got? The painting?
I placed a file on your desk. It contains everything I have on the affair.
A warehouse on Darkwater. Some sketches of the Hawkins family. Rather thin.
The sketching of the father and husband looks like the main character from Vampire. Even their haircut's the same. For some reason the capture failed. Lovely. I don't want to go through all that opening cutscene again, so we'll just start from here. Ah, you have to press the button to move to the next scene. Peter Jackson's King Kong.
We're almost there.
Oh yeah, this place ain't creepy at all.
Stay on board. There's guys coming to unload. Welcome to Darkwater Island, Mr. Pierce.
Why, thank you, Captain Fitzroy.
So, what wind brought you?
Does the Hawkins case mean anything to you?
A sad story that we would all prefer to forget. Charles Hawkins may have been a landlubber, but he was a good man.
And his wife, Sarah Hawkins.
A nice young woman, and a great painter. What a tragedy. You know what? Go have a drink at the Stranded Whale. What you need is a good pick-me-up. Mitchell may not be very welcoming, but his bar holds a surprise for you. As for me, you'll find me at the Harbor Master's office. If it's the Hawkins family that brings you here, I have a pile of documents that should interest you.
Understood. I'm going for a look around the docks.
Let's investigate the whale.
Let the police do their work. Hey, Sullivan. Can't you go any faster?
You've seen how old this thing is. If we force it too much, we'll break everything.
You can't do that.
But it's only a fish.
A fish? You've got no idea. Don't badmouth what you don't know, or you'll pay for it for sure.
Okay, that's enough. Step back and let us do our job.
That's no way to treat an omen.
Oh yeah? He's gonna get us into trouble. You can't understand. You're not sailors. It's a sign. There's something coming. Something real bad.
Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters. You're crazy.
They're cops. They can't understand.
Damn stupid idiots.
Forget it. Nobody listens to us anyway.
That's no way to treat an omen.
Oh yeah? He's gonna get us into trouble. You can't understand. You
Yeah, they're just
Same goes
snooping
for
now.
you, sir. Move along.
I'm looking for this address. Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
Ah. And so who are you?
I didn't introduce myself. Edward Pierce, private detective.
In any case, it's not very important. I can't answer that.
You can't? Or you don't want to?
Oh, no. I'm not getting into those games, me. Now, please, allow me to do my job.
You can't understand. You're not.
You can see that I'm busy, can't you?
You can't understand.
Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters. You're...
The blood is just beginning to coagulate. It died a short time ago. Killer whales have few predators. And there are no sharks in these waters. What creature could possibly have done this?
Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters. You're crazy.
These wounds. I know of no animal that could have inflicted them.
That's no way to treat an...
These wounds.
Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters. You're crazy.
Okay, let's go have a look in the bar.
Prohibition is just a joke around here. That suits me fine. Hey, be careful. Let's get him another drink. He's dry.
In my bar, we don't serve troublemakers.
Pure instinct. I behaved like a Hun, and I sincerely apologize.
Veteran, huh?
307th Infantry Regiment.
Oh. Well, that'll be okay for now. But the war is over. Try not to forget it.
I'm here for information, not for a fight.
I prefer it that way. Speak then. I reserve the right to answer or not.
I didn't expect to find alcohol on this island. What's the source of this miracle?
You mean who? Our source of supply wouldn't like me to betray them to the first comer.
I'll tell nobody.
She'd know it anyway. Anything else?
What can you tell me about her?
We all knew she was famous on the mainland for her paintings. Never understood why. Then, I don't want to speak ill of the dead.
Her vision. Was it so terrible?
Way I see it, the truth is really a question of point of view.
What do you mean by that?
Do you still trust the truth after a bottle of whiskey?
That's a good point.
Her style made her famous. How would you describe it? Tortured?
Yeah, well, it wasn't normal. I mean, for a young woman with a child and all that. We saw them in the papers and we said to ourselves, who can paint such things? Is that how she sees the world?
So they made you feel uncomfortable?
You need to see them for yourself. Make up your own mind.
I've got what I need.
Anything else?
The stranded whale. I guess this bar has been here a long time.
What can I tell you? I'm a nostalgic sort of guy. The name, it reminds us of the golden age of Darkwater, when our whalers left for long months and came back sweating and stinking of the oil and flesh of the whales they'd been hunting.
It was a tough time, all the same.
Ah, but steeped in glory. We've never known such wealth since then.
Right. Warehouse.
You know where this place is? Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
The Hawkins warehouse. I see, yeah. If I were you, I wouldn't hang around there.
Why not?
First off, there are rumors. Sailors from around here say you can hear noises coming from the warehouse at night. Screams, that sort of thing.
Screams?
And that's not all. There's the fate of its owners and all the superstitions that go with it. But I'll say no more. Anything else?
No, I think we're good here.
That'll be all for now.
What you looking at, stranger?
The clientele is predominantly male.
Tell me something I don't know.
I meant nothing by it. I'm just wondering what a woman like you is doing in this flea trap.
And I'm wondering what could be going through the head of the chump who goes to disturb her. Let me drink, stranger.
Do you like our song?
We're true sirens. We may not be pros, but we give it all we've got.
That's true. It's a reminder of the time when we were still fishing for whales off Darkwater Island.
What brought whaling to an end?
The whales, of course. They all disappeared.
You exhausted the stocks.
You could say that, yes. There were fewer and fewer of them.
Until the last, the biggest.
The one of the miraculous catch.
Exactly.
I've never heard this song before.
Only people from here know it. It tells the story of the miraculous catch.
It's a local legend?
Watch what you say, young man.
That catch saved our island.
Ah. Where's the proof?
We're the proof.
Without it, the whole of Darkwater would have died of hunger in 1847.
It's true. Everything happened just as it says in the newspaper report.
What report?
The one that's framed right behind you. Our grandparents tasted its flesh.
And it was delicious.
I bid you farewell.
Enjoy their
Good
drinking.
night.
So long.
Nightmares. Can hear things and voices whispering. Will follow its reader and appear at various locations, gifted with its own consciousness, until it finds a new reader.
Okay.
The miraculous catch. Apparently, the most significant event of the last 80 years.
He said, "You have no right to treat us like this."
And the doctor, what did he say?
He laughed.
My God.
You said it.
Right, I think we're done in here.
Charles Hawkins was a heavy drinker. And a debtor. Interesting.
$66, or is that $58? And then Miss Boker always drinks free. Alright, let's talk to the harbor master.
I wonder what Captain Fitzroy has got to say about this woman, Cat. Fishing equipment. Could do with some rust remover.
Ye old shitter.
A souvenir from a more prosperous era. I guess this blackboard hasn't been wiped for more than a Scylla. It finished up beached at the entrance to the harbor.
%.
This man and Fitzroy could be twins. What a macabre souvenir.
I think that's everything we can suss.
I've brought out the Charles Hawkins cargo manifests. They're on the table next to you. But in truth, you're likely to be disappointed. When you're done, come join me on the deck.
These manifests are signed by Charles Hawkins. But that's all I'll get from them.
Eh?
Broken. This place seems half abandoned.
Eh?
From here, I see everything that goes on in the harbor. The hard-working lives of my sailors, the fights at the stranded whale. Even the antics of these wharf rats don't escape me.
It's you who lays down the law around here.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. I'm just the last serving captain on Darkwater. Tell me what I can do to help you.
Your manifests have been blacked out. They're totally unreadable.
Yeah, I saw that. I've got no idea who did it or why. I don't remember having countersigned anything special enough for someone to hide it.
And why obliterate the dates, as well as the goods stored in the warehouse?
You mean that the dates have some meaning?
I know that Charles Hawkins was descended from a family of ship owners, and the island's fishing industry was hit badly.
Indeed, we specialized in whaling, but no whalers went out to sea after the miraculous catch of 1847.
So where did the Hawkins family get its money?
Well, from what Charles inherited, I presume. Although, these dates on the manifests could indicate that he had contracts of another kind.
With whom, I wonder? I was looking at your photograph. The one of the man in front of the boat.
Ah, yes, I can see the one you're talking about.
Interesting resemblance. I thought it was you, but with a wooden leg.
And for good reason. That's my father in the photograph.
Your father?
John Fitzroy, captain of the Scylla. His wooden leg is here. You can go and see it if you're interested.
I'm just back from the wharves. The dead killer whale is unsettling the sailors.
Ah, yes. Us men of the sea are superstitious folk.
I examined its wounds. I know of no creature able to cause them.
And I took you for a detective.
Believe me when I say that these wounds are significant.
Come. You've only just arrived on Darkwater, and already you think like a sailor.
The police took the decision to put the killer whale back into the sea.
You've got to understand them. They didn't know what to do with it.
I think that was a mistake. Who says that whatever caused those wounds is no longer in these waters?
You think we should have kept it?
To look into the real cause of its death, at least.
Could have used the meat as well.
The miraculous catch. Is it a local legend?
Not at all. It's an episode from our glorious past. Go read the story of the sailor's return to Darkwater Harbor. It's displayed on a wall of the stranded whale.
I found a threatening letter, signed by a certain cat.
What? I don't mind you visiting my harbor master's office, but I'd prefer if you didn't go through my affairs.
Are you being blackmailed?
Not exactly, no. That shyster wants to make us pay protection money.
With any success?
I wouldn't say that, but she terrifies my men as much as her own.
Can you not do anything to stop her?
Don't you worry about that.
I'm looking for Warehouse 36. Do you know where it is?
Look, it's right there. The warehouse is opposite the jetty. You can't miss it.
Understood.
You know who the building belongs to, don't you?
It belonged to the Hawkins family.
Precisely.
I think that somebody here wanted me to search this warehouse. I shall be on my way.
So come back and see.
Yeah, character points. Only bad thing about the South God, I was using on a 4K TV, the screen goes out bound badly.
You can't understand.
Damn stupid idiots.
Forget it. Nobody listens to us anyway.
Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters. You're crazy.
He's still complaining about that whale.
Damnation. I broke it. It's no use. The padlock won't give.
Maybe I shouldn't have done that.
St. Brendan, patron saint of sailors and travelers. Desecrated. I can't even say which language it's written in.
Looks more like a... this is statue that suits this game anyway.
You live here?
Why did you do that, huh?
We saw what you did to St. Brendan.
Yeah, we'll teach...
I respect your beliefs.
Our beliefs? You mean you don't believe in God?
That's irrelevant.
That's what you...
There's you, our beloved statue, and then those two bozos behind us. Wait, now that I think about it, it's got to be them. There's one of them who's always going back and forth to the statue.
Quieter. That's all we need for them to hear us.
What brings you to Darkwater?
Peculiar.
Yeah, that's where we live. Our boat.
It's not because it doesn't float anymore that we're going to abandon it.
That statue represents...
What do you mean by...
You wouldn't be looking down at...
St. Brendan. He protected Whale until those assholes defaced him.
Isn't it a bit early?
We got nothing better to do anyway. There's not much work around here.
Fitzroy gives us a few chores every now and again, but since the whaling station shut down, ain't a lot of jobs left around here.
So we...
The two guys behind...
The bootleg...
They're protecting their territory.
They really don't have a... They're more scared of Cat than an attack by drunken sick.
If only they would...
Is it Cat who's...
Hold on.
Nothing...
I've taken a...
Well, see...
You could tell me.
No, if it gets out, I'll have serious...
How could you be dumb enough to leave the entrance to the warehouses unguarded?
Keep your voice down. Why not go and shout at the cat while you're at it? I don't want to end up with her little knife under my throat.
It's a stiletto, you idiot. And with that smell on your breath, I don't give you much chance anyway.
And there is a term as combat stilettos.
Who's this guy?
No idea. You better keep it shut. What's with you, one?
We saw you talking to... Go die of thirst, the lot of you. It'll stink less.
I've got to enter the Hawkins warehouse.
No, it's very simple, in fact. Fuck off.
I don't give a damn about your racket.
And we don't give a damn about you.
I went to see the statue.
What makes you think
we're bootleg?
Who do you think defeated the statue?
What do I know? They could have done it by themselves.
The sailors?
Who else in Europe?
So, who are you?
Are you stupid?
Everybody knows.
I've just arrived.
Let's just say we're standing guard for the... And we let no one enter her
Cat.
What? She's the boss, yeah.
Shut up, you dummy. You wanted them...
She must be quite intimidating if she can...
She redid the smile at the last one who wanted to get in.
I hope he had a good dentist.
No, you don't understand. She really cut him a new smile.
But he only smiles with the left cheek. And she doesn't like to be talked to.
I bid you...
Right. Oh, the bumpers are linked.
Where do you think you're going?
I'm not here to hinder your... Edward Pierce.
Sorry, we're all a little on edge today. What are you doing here?
I'm investigating the death of...
Darn it. Why do you want to drag up all that stuff again?
My investigation has led...
That case was closed months ago.
Who are these other...
And why would I tell you?
You and I are on the same...
Oh, yeah?
You don't want to know that...
Are you saying our work? Forget it.
What more can you say about...
Not much more than what everyone... They were all burnt to death, right?
The whole mansion.
Don't get it into your head to go wander...
What do you mean?
The only one left there is old Silas. And the accident has affected him. He can be unpredictable. Especially...
Is he a danger to them?
No. He's in his own home.
Right. And they're still complaining about the whale.
It looks like there's a way in under this grate. A handle. It must come from these old winches.
The winch is connected up there.
A whale vertebra. If the newspaper clipping in the bar is true, this bone is a real fossil. This ratchet device seems to be usable.
Let's keep looking down here first.
I could use this old winch to lift...
I'm still missing a piece. What am I looking for?
It should be possible to mount this cogwheel on the winch. Looks like everything is in its place. All I have to do is turn this handle.
Down into the green glow we go.
Smoke. It's coming from this oil. I hope it's not toxic.
It's too late to hope for that.
I hope it's...
the fudge? Yeah, maybe this smoke isn't such a good idea. It's also, look, it's not combustible with this lighter.
This is primitive. Ugh, this place stinks. What is the connection between this place and the Sarah Hawkins case? What happened here? Who has enough money to buy painkillers, but stays in a place like it? Smells as bad as it looks. Is this one of Sarah Hawkins' paintings? Someone treasures this crumpled picture to the point of sleeping with it. Can't sleep. I know how that feels.
Can't sleep. Can't would eat me. Is that everything?
Someone has settled in here.
And whoever it is has something to tell me about the Hawkins case. Is there anyone in there? You! Don't move! Detective Pierce. I told you to stay away from this warehouse.
It's clear that you knew the victims. I'm sorry to dig up bad memories.
I can still see the poor child lying burned on the floor of their drawing room. We had to tear him off. The marks must still be there. They're in my mind anyway.
It's horrendous. I'm going to need your experience to bring him justice, Officer Bradley. Can you explain what this painting is doing here?
This strange portrait. Wait, I know it.
It was in the Hawkins mansion when we came to investigate the fire.
So you confirm that it was removed from the crime scene? Interesting. I'd like to go and see the mansion now.
Of course. You want to go back along his trail? I'd like to understand how this painting made it to here. Come on. My car's parked down the way. Andrews, would you please shut the door? And open your eyes, damn it. This guy went right under your nose. God damn it. Her again. This case has nothing to do with you, Baker. Clear the passage or I'll shut you up for obstruction.
Officer Bradley, you've finally grown a pair. Too bad you're too fat to see them down there.
Why you?
Come on, keep the smile. You don't want to force me to widen it.
Okay, I get it. Can we go to the mansion now?
Who the hell are you? What were you doing on my turf? I've got my eye on you. We'll meet again.
Is it far, this mansion?
Look behind you, at the top of the ridge. You see the building? That's the Hawkins mansion. Come on, we got some driving to do.
Right. Once this loading screen is done, I'm gonna call it there. We outie.
Well, here we are. Hawkins Mansion. The place has been abandoned since the fire. There's only old Winchester in his hut.